it's very likely that Oklahoma and Texas will be playing 2 more football seasons in the Big 12, and Gene Smith has taken himself out of the running to become the new Big Ten Commissioner. Welcome to episode 143 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football. We truly love everything in college football. And if you do as well, please subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button if you like our content. And share the video with your family and friends. Let's get first to the Gene Smith story. The Big Ten is in search of a new commissioner, but the Ohio State Athletic Director Gene Smith says it won't be him. Standing courtside before Thursday night men's basketball game between Wisconsin and the Buckeyes, Smith was discussing a few other topics when he had one final point to share. "I'm not interested in that commissioner's job," Smith told the Dispatch. "You could throw that in your article too." People keep asking me that, and I'm like, why? Kevin Warren, the 6th Big Ten commissioner in league history, was appointed to the job in 2020, but accepted a job as the Chicago Bears team president and CEO mid-January. The league has continued to search for a replacement, and Smith, now in his 18th year as Ohio State's athletic director, has been speculated as a viable candidate. Smith has held his current role for the 3rd longest tenure in Ohio State history. He has also served on the board of directors of the Columbus Sports Commission, Fiesta Bowl, National Football Foundation, and Champions of Community, and is on the NCAA's Name, Image, and Likeness Review Committee, among other duties. Here at College Football's Peek Around the Corner, our Hot Board List 1.0, we had Gene Smith as number 1 because we believe that the Big Ten would be most interested in the candidacies that have either been an athletic director for a very long time in a Big Ten school or is a former or current commissioner of a conference. So Gene Smith was our number 1. Now we're going to have to cross him off the list. We're going to move up. Phillips, the commissioner of the ACC, Jim Phillips, now he is our number 1 in our Hot Board List 2.0. Put down who you think should be number 1 on the list for the Big Ten commissioner job. Put it down in the comment section below the video. Now let's get to the big story. Oklahoma and Texas. Matt Fortuna, source: after weeks of recent negotiations, the effort to get Oklahoma and Texas out of the Big 12 and into the SEC 1 year ahead of schedule has reached a breaking point, with talks currently stalled between the conference's schools and TV partners. Pete Thamel, we're going to be going through a small part of an article that he just released. Pete Thamel sources: the effort of Oklahoma and Texas to leave the Big 12 a year early and join the SEC in 2024 has stalled and at this point is unlikely to come to fruition. Pete Thamel: Texas and Oklahoma will join the SEC in 2025 as parties couldn't come to terms amid a complex negotiation between 2 schools, Oklahoma and Texas, 2 networks, ESPN and Fox, and the Big 12. Again, as we have stated here for the last couple months, for this deal to actually work, for Texas and Oklahoma to leave early to play SEC football in 2024, you would have had to make the Big 12 whole, and you would have had to make Fox Sports whole. And for Fox Sports to lose Texas and Oklahoma primetime elite programming a year early, Fox Sports would have had to get something back in return of value, and it looks like none of these parties could figure that out. Let's get to Pete Thamel's story here. We're going to skip a couple paragraphs. I'll put the link in the description box below the video. Sources said the sides couldn't agree on how to create equitable value for what Fox would lose in 2024. The equivalent of 7 football games featuring Oklahoma and Texas that command premium advertising. The negotiations heated up over the past few days, with the Big 12 meetings late this week doubling as an unofficial deadline to get the deal done. The timeline in play, the 2024 season, there still is some small potential. for a Hail Mary, but the strong expectations remains that Oklahoma and Texas will play in the 14-team Big 12 in 2023, which is coming up in 2024. There's no formal timeline or brink from which you can't come back, an industry source said, but this is where things are right now. A deal is unlikely. Again, Texas and Oklahoma would love to leave the Big 12, to join the SEC 1 year early, even though they have to give up tens of millions of dollars each in exit fee and grant of rights penalties. Texas and Oklahoma would love to do it. So would ESPN for obvious reasons. But the Big 12, they would have to be made whole. The Fox Sports definitely would have to be made whole. And that's a difficult challenge. And again, it looks like negotiations have stalled. It looks like it can't get done. It's unlikely. But we'll see. The story continues. It hasn't ended yet. Hang with us here at Peek Around the Corner as we follow this story and many others. Put your comments down in the comments section below the video. Do you think Oklahoma and Texas eventually gets out 1 year early? Right now, it seems highly doubtful. Again, until next time, from all of us at Peek Around the Corner to all of you, please, you all take care of each other. Thank you so very much.